Hi, this is Rosina from Rocktoc. We're shooting live from Lestat on Adams Avenue with the String Revolution.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks so much for coming out, you guys.
Of course.
Right before a show. Have you guys played here before?
We
Yeah.
did play here once last year, and I've played here as a solo artist several times.
Okay.
But I thought this would be a great venue for us. We had a good show last time.
Yeah, it was
So,
nice.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. And how about some introductions?
I'm Janet Robin.
I'm Daniel Schwartz.
Marcus Ilko.
Art Zavala.
Oh, nice. Nice to meet you all. Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
We're all from different places, too.
yeah, it sounds like it.
I'm from LA.
I'm from Zurich, Switzerland.
Austria.
Riverside.
Riverside. Wow, what brought you guys together?
Well,
How'd you find
a
each other?
Craigslist ad.
And I had
For
Janet's
real?
ad on Craigslist.
For real?
I wanted to put together a new band, something different. Years ago, I had played with Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac, and he had a 5-piece guitar band. 20 years later, I thought, oh, this could be kind of a cool idea, put together an instrumental band with 4 guitar players. And I know a lot of great guitar players down in LA, but I just wanted some people I'd never met, never knew, never worked with. And I thought, well, best thing to do is take my chance in Craigslist. So I put an ad out, and I think you
I was the
answered
one
first.
to answer, yeah, because I was new to town and looking for a new project to join, and that sounded pretty promising to
I was
me.
really careful
Yeah.
about how I worded it, you know.
Uh-huh.
I wanted it to sound, you know,
Janet, I
Professional.
search for man.
yes, I'm searching for men. No. And then you came along, and I thought, because everybody brings a different, unique piece, you know, musically speaking, to this band. And then you're friends with
I
him.
brought him in, yeah.
Yeah, and that's how we were born.
Yeah. So you've been together for a couple of years now?
Yeah,
A couple of
almost 3 years now.
Is it 3 years?
No, two.
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 Okay, 2 years.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, and we just released a new CD, our first CD ever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know, just learning more about you and going online, there's a lot about you, gentlemen, not too much online about you all. So I'll just ask you about your musical backgrounds. Yours appears to be very heavy rock influence.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the business for a long time. It started in an all-female band, and then I worked with a lot of different professional musicians.
Right.
And
You played with some heavies.
yeah, well, my teacher was Randy Rhoads growing up. So I do come from that hard rock thing,
Yeah.
you know. And then, but guitar is guitar, really.
Uh-huh.
Then I was in an all-girl metal band, Precious Metal,
Uh-huh.
and then cut to moving to this totally different music with Lindsey Buckingham, and then
Right.
Air Supply and Meredith Brooks. And then my solo stuff, I've released about 7 CDs on my own little label and toured around, and I enjoy that. I really do enjoy doing my solo stuff, but I got to a point where I wanted something, I wanted to expand musically, you know, and I didn't want it to be a solo thing, and I thought, you know, this could be a really cool thing. So yeah, that's my background. I've been playing for, you know, many years.
Many years.
Yeah.
And gentlemen?
I used to be a session player in Europe, played a lot of pop rock sessions,
Oh, wow.
recordings. And then I fell in love with country and folk music on my first 3 trips to the US. So I started playing mandolin and dobro and steel guitar and that stuff. Not typical music style you play in Central Europe. But yeah, and I grew up with a lot of rock and roll. So hair metal was big in the mid '80s when I grew up. So there's still some preference.
You're giving away our age. But yeah.
My age at least.
Okay.
And?
So myself, I'm actually trained classical guitarist, so that's where I normally come from. And then I moved
He's the real musician in the band.
the real musician. So yeah, I played lots of classic. Then I did lots of Spanish and then flamenco. And I moved to Spain. Played with Manuel Canizares, who was like in the trio with Paco de Lucia. Like he was one of my teachers. So and then I started to do film music as well. So I'm also a composer, arranging. Then I moved to the US, where I always played solo as well, with different formations, different groups, and produced my own stuff. So and here worked on a couple of fortunately and good projects, film music wise. it's a mix of different things I'm doing, like between producing, writing music, like as a session musician sometimes, and then playing live.
Oh, nice. And Art?
I'm kind of the opposite of Marcus. Most of the stuff I've been self-taught. I started music when I was young, but I've been kind of in and out of it. I would do a lot of other things and get really into sports or other stuff and come back to it. But probably about 5 years ago, I really got dedicated to it, which is a couple years before I answered the ad that Janet put out. And a lot of the stuff I do is more rhythmic and a lot of alternate tunings, and that's kind of where I feel really comfortable creating stuff. And like everyone else, I do a lot of different things. I do a lot of recording for other people's music as well. I've released a couple solo EPs and have some work that's coming out soon with the full band. But yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so, you know, I did listen to your EP.
Stringborn.
Stringborn, yes, Stringborn. Yeah, it was an interesting collection of pieces there.
It's a lot of variety.
It's a ton of variety, and as you explain your backgrounds, I can
hear
see
it
now, because what I was going to come into this saying is that, well, first of all, I heard some Otmar Liebert in the influence, and I
Probably him.
Yeah, maybe you. I definitely heard flamenco. I heard country.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Some of it.
So it was a real interesting collection of
I think, you know, we all come from different backgrounds and we all like different kinds of music. So when we write together, it's really cool. This is why I wanted to meet different players. It's like a pot, and you throw that spice in and throw that spice in and this spice in, and then, you know, we come out with a certain kind of sounding song, and then we
Right.
do it again with another one. And I, you know, maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but I didn't want us to be pegged into one style. I wanted it to be the String Revolution style, and our focus really with this band, my main focus was I wanted all the instrumentation that you hear, all the music that you hear, to be made on the guitar. So what you listen to, like, that sounded like a drum.
right.
That's
Just play it
that's
on the
Daniel
guitar.
banging
Right.
on the drum, you know, and what sounded like a bass is me playing my baritone, which is a 6-string guitar, so that counts. And
No, I mean, yeah,
and
because
you know, percussive things. I really wanted it to be more about that. I mean, not that it shouldn't be about the music, but I wanted that to be a unique feature with our band, and we like so many different styles. You know, let's
Yeah, it's
exploit
always
them all.
right.
You
And
know?
it is totally unique because, and kind of going back what you were talking about with the instruments, I heard Michael Jackson's song.
Billie Jean.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I listened to it like 3 or 4 times. And how the heck are they doing this? So I Googled a couple things. I found the video. I found the video, how you do it.
Yeah.
There's some strumming,
Yeah.
some picking,
Yeah.
and the
banging,
drumming.
yeah.
Uh-huh. So that's how you do
And I'm
it.
playing the
Yeah.
riff, just the dun dun dun.
I mean, you got
dun,
all
I'm
those
playing, like, the
different
bass line.
sounds, just, I mean, with the guitar.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm really glad that we have been able to, you know, to really keep that focus, because I think that will set us apart from other
Yeah.
Right.
instrumental bands.
And also some of the arrangements we have are already so complex when we start sometimes, that even if you would play a solo, it will already have all elements of like the melody, the rhythm section, and the bass. So
Yeah.
for example, when we some songs at least. So when we add like 3 more guitars to it, you know, like there are like many more layers to it.
More
So
complexity.
more complexity. Sometimes it's like complicated to figure out the right
Yeah,
way
you have
do
to be
it.
careful, because
Right.
otherwise
But-
things get lost.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's
Right.
too much, you know, and
But,
like, for example, in Billie Jean, I'm really just doing that bass line, the entire song, pretty much. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. You know, that's just my part, you know,
Yeah.
and so everybody has their, you know, I love that stuff. I think that's
Yeah,
just super
it's,
cool.
it's very appealing. It's great. It's fun to listen to. And another cover I enjoyed was the Crazy.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. I love it. I love that song anyway.
Yeah, we haven't recorded that yet, but maybe for.
Did you find that online
I
somewhere?
Googled it.
Huh.
I found it online.
Who did a video of that?
Ah, not
Somebody did a video.
Facebook.
No, there was the radio station.
I think it was on Facebook.
We played
Oh,
Maybe,
right,
maybe
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, at the we did a
Oh,
radio
on the
station
radio, on the
interview.
radio
Yeah.
show.
radio,
Yeah.
the thing which was out of tune.
Yeah, the guitar was a little
Yeah,
out
you
of
should
tune.
definitely
Yeah.
record that one.
Yeah, we're gonna
Instagram.
record it. We're still promoting this record, but yeah, I mean, we have many. Tonight we're doing a 90-minute set, so we obviously have more new songs, and we're gearing up eventually to do another recording again.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
yeah, for now we're gonna keep pushing Stringborn.
So it sounds like you don't really have a comfort zone, or you like to leave it. You don't
Yeah, the
want a comfort zone.
Comfort zone is the guitar. So everybody feels
yeah,
comfortable.
Yeah.
if you're comfortable doing your art, there's something wrong. I mean,
Right.
you should always be
Well,
pushing
I guess
yourself.
what I meant by that is because most of the guitarists that you hear, and I mean, really, very talented guitarists don't ever go to those places.
Right, you mean other genres.
Yeah.
Right, and that,
They don't go
I
to
get
those
it, that
places.
might be
Yeah.
really great for like Paco de Lucia and these people that just stick with one style. But yeah, that's not us. I mean, that's,
Right.
And I actually really like it too because, somebody will play something that I've never seen before and I get to learn something new. So it's also a new thing, to
Yeah.
see
What's
somebody's
concept?
approach.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, how
concept,
exciting
right?
is that?
Yeah.
super
You
cool,
know?
and
Yeah.
it challenges me too in my own playing. Maybe to rise to the occasion or think out of the box.
That
more.
challenges everybody.
Yeah.
When I come up with a bluegrass piece, I challenge him. When he comes up with a Latin piece,
Yeah.
I'm totally challenged because that's not my wheelhouse,
Right.
and so
Right.
on.
And we
Yeah.
have to figure out how are we
So-
going to make the song work.
And it kind of works so far.
It does, yeah. And I didn't want
It's
it. I didn't want it to always be about flash either. I mean, I feel we are all very good players, but I didn't want it to just be brrr, the whole time. There's nothing wrong with that, but I didn't want it to be about that either. I like to showcase things like that within the songs, but I really wanted to make sure every song was a song.
Right.
Almost like you could hear somebody singing it, but there's no
Right.
vocal.
Now there is that
There's
one
one,
song,
one.
the country. Country song.
Yeah, the bluegrassy.
Who's singing the bluegrass?
That's
That's
Art's
a friend of
friend.
mine, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Friend Jonathan Hathaway.
Oh, okay.
And live, Marcus sings it live
Oh, nice.
in his Austrian
The
accent.
one with the
Bluegrass.
Yeah.
Austrian bluegrass.
Right.
Yeah, it just happens. The Austrian version of it.
Nice.
Kinda works.
And I also found,
Boy, you did a lot of.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
why not?
okay.
So I also found a picture of you in the UK in a prison.
Oh, that was me.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. What was that all about?
Well, I was
what
actually-
Was that like?
Do you want to tell that story?
We don't even know the
Yeah, I wasn't.
men's
I wasn't actually in a men's prison. I wasn't actually in prison. No, I was asked to come and do a workshop at this at this prison in the UK with what do you call them? People
Inmates?
Who, yeah, but who are not getting out ever.
Oh, lifers?
Yeah,
Okay.
lifers. And I mean, I don't even want to tell you what they did. Like I didn't even want to hear very much about.
grisly, horrible
Right? Yeah, but they had set up a music program there, and there was actually a prison band, and they got loans, donations of instruments, and a friend that I knew from a radio station was a guard there, and he actually brought in Zach Wilde one year. He's a famous guitar player. And he did one. He's like, let's bring a girl in, let's and those guys out there really love Randy Rhoads. So I think that was good credibility for me as well. It wasn't only just bring a chick out that plays guitar. So the guys were real excited to meet me, and I didn't know what to expect. I just was like, hey, I'm going to show you some techniques that I learned from Randy, and then we're going to have a jam session at the end. And they were so polite, and I gave each one of them a pick, and then we, did like a blues jam at the end. And yeah,
Well, doesn't it? Sounds like a
mean-
neat experience.
yeah, that
Kinda
was
different.
really, really unique. I just kept thinking, I don't want to know, what these people did, but at least sharing the music is somewhat rehabilitating, maybe.
Right, of
you know.
course. Yeah.
Janet's version of false and praise.
Right. That was a unique experience. Yeah, I would do it again.
Yeah.
I would. And I mean, there was a lot of guards. Nothing was going to happen. I was protected and everything. But I saw the psychologist and some of the warden, I think, came in as well.
Oh, wow.
To watch. They were just watching to see how this was
How
affected.
was it gonna
I
go
mean,
down.
these were guys,
Yeah.
these big guys with the tattoos and,
Yeah. Hardened criminals.
right.
Hardened criminals.
Hardened criminals.
Yeah.
They don't have death row there, so
And
they
there's
just
little
are
Janet,
lifers.
And there's little Janet.
Yeah, they're sitting. Hi! I'm going to show you how to bend the string.
I was like, oh, that girl's got some balls.
I say, my motto is say yes to everything and figure it out later because, life is an adventure, so you might as well
Yeah.
just go for it.
I'm sorry, that just came out. It probably wasn't very appropriate.
No.
It
No.
just kind of came out.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I like having balls.
All right.
No comment to that.
All right. So who are you guys listening to these days? Or, yeah, what are you guys listening to? Or who?
Oh, there's great stuff on cable, on Sirius.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, LA's having a big resurgence in music. There's bands like Chicano Batman's really got
Right.
a great album. Alabama Shakes. A lot of stuff from ATO Records. They're doing an amazing job.
Do you work with them?
No, we would love to, but I mean they do a wonderful job of picking artists. My Morning Jacket, I mean their roster is amazing. Keep That Benas, The Commons. I mean there's a huge, strong LA independent scene with a lot of Latin influence.
That's great
That's
to
going
hear.
on right now.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, it's really strong. I mean, a lot of the bands that I know from the 3 or 4 of them played Coachella this year, and they're just
That's
putting out
awesome.
really good work. Yeah, it's also helping bring the studios back. There's a lot of smaller independent studios that are now.
Yeah, actually, there's a
emerging.
lot in San Diego popping up.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah, it's
Recording
great.
studios?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
It is wonderful.
Yeah, he runs his own studio.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and it's just been great to see that kind of connection come back where you have a lot of people in a room playing live. Like when we did our record, we all played it live together, and that's just, you get that vibe on the record that, instead of everyone doing everything separately. And I
Right.
think that's really coming out on all of these records that are starting to come out in the last couple of years. So that's what I've been into musically.
Nice. You guys listening to anything or anybody?
I really like Leon
mention?
Leon Bridges. I like the resurgence also of this old
Yeah.
sound. The
Old soul.
old soul,
Yeah.
60s old soul. There's a lot of that going on, and I mean, to be honest with you, I only listen to satellite radio.
Oh,
And it's like they've got the Spectrum. There's a lot of great radio
Yeah, there
stations
are.
on there, and they just play. Wow, that's cool. That's where I first heard Alabama Shakes. Also.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff out there. Right?
What I like better than even the Alabama Shakes is their producer, Blake Mills. That was my favorite dude over the last 2 years. So it's a guitar player from LA. And he is doing that Ry Cooder thing with a lot of open tunings, a lot of bottlenecks, like guitar, very soulful and very rootsy music, like a lot of
Bringing
old
it, bringing
influence.
that to the productions.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So he's a great guy.
yeah, my taste is a little bit weird. So I jump from electronic, from Amon Tobin to classic, and then to jazz, and then I love Latin. So I had a chance to play a little bit with Gianmarco. So just
All over the place.
huh?
All over the place.
Yeah.
That's
right.
nice,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like I don't know if it's good or bad. But it just happens that I listen to that stuff. But yeah.
Well, it's kind of interesting because you all do have your own sound. It's very unique. Just listening to, we listen to a lot of music and we interview a lot of bands, and it seems like what happens is just from listening to popular music, bands and musicians tend to pick up.
Yeah,
They
influence.
just start playing the style, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would imagine it's a little bit tricky to just kind of keep your own
Make your
jam
own,
going.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we wanted to sound like anybody in particular. We have a lot of reverence for other instrumental guitarists like Otmar
Right.
and Tommy Manuel and these people like that. But
Yeah, I think the idea is also not to go in a specific direction, because it's more than just like bringing an album or making music just to listen at home. It's the show. So if you come to one of those shows, it's fun. You know,
Yeah, it's
fun.
really
It's
fun,
for
and you can
us,
really
you know.
then tell, oh, it's her that's playing that part on that song on the
Yeah.
recording, because you know
Right.
you can't see, or it's him, that's him doing all those, and then you could really, when you listen to the record, you can probably figure out who's playing what after you see us live,
Okay.
because you can really distinguish our styles on stage live.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
visually seeing, oh, okay, it's that style, because we do have our own separate styles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
So you all have a CD in the works, or is it already out, or?
We have just that new one.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I mean, that one that came out.
Okay.
And then, you know, we have new songs well, actually, we're playing some new songs tonight. And then we've got to write more.
We record that as well, but yeah.
Yeah,
And then everybody's working on the solo stuff as well.
yeah, I put out a new solo record at the same time, so, I mean, I'm touring with that, going to Europe this summer.
Oh, nice.
And we plan on going to Europe in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some offers out there.
Wow,
I
you
think-
got some things in the works, huh?
Yeah, I think we would do really well there. Yeah, we want to make another record, but we want to get some mileage out of this one. And I'm actually a Grammy voter, and I'm going to submit it for instrumental category.
Yeah.
You know, just letting you know if you happen to vote. Yeah, why not? You know, so.
Yeah.
We just want to, like, you guys are really helping us, you know, get the word out about our band and about
Good.
the record.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, yeah,
So-
you're welcome. You're very welcome.
And it's great that you do this for
Yeah,
artists.
Yeah, super welcome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Would you like to share anything with us
Yeah, we
before
could play. Yeah, we can play jumping.
Ready?
Yep.
you.
Wow, private show.
Thanks for having us.
That'll be
You're welcome.
$10,000.
I know, right? Thank you so much for being part of this interview.
You're very
Really
welcome.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you
Thank
very
you
much.
for the exposure.
You got it.
Bye.
Bye.